we did get in some decent pieces, and I'll show you a few of the colors and styles. It's a lot of Joan Kessler, and there is this bolt here that I have, which I thought was just absolutely stunning. Look at that. These flowers are just absolutely beautiful. So we did get in a few pieces that we put on a bolt. This is probably about 3, maybe 4 yards. I'm not quite sure. I didn't quite count it. I just put it on the bolt. But I thought the color was absolutely stunning. It's Joan Kessler. So my quilters out there are very familiar with Joan and her style of fabrics. And I really do. I'm sorry, this is Cranston. My bad. Is this Joan or is this Cranston? This is Cranston. Yeah, Cranston print. I'm sorry, it's not Joan Kessler. I have a lot of Joan Kessler in this pack. This one is Cranston Printworks, which is also, it's that beautiful. It's really soft too. I can't take my fingers off of it. Right? It's really really soft, really pretty. I like the lighter blue flowers along on the dark blue. So we got that in, and then we got a lot of pieces that are kind of in between. So this looks like to be about a yard of fabric. It still has some pins in it. I'm going to take these pins out real quick. Got to be careful sometimes because we often get works in progress. And so sometimes we find pieces that are sewn and all of that jazz. So this is about a yard of fabric. Again, it has that beautiful blue. I hope you can see that on the screen, like a nice cream background and some tiny blue flowers. Some really beautiful coordinating print to go with the blue. We received in a lot of these almost like country prints, these beautiful greens that we got in. We have green, we have pink, blue, a little bit of off-white. So some really nice pieces. But okay, so this is a really good example of fabrics that we receive in that will now have to alter. And I'll explain what I mean by that. So you guys see how this is cut right there? And it looks like she was using it to, she used a portion of the fabric. And where are my scissors? Oh, here they are. So it looks like she used a portion of the fabric and it's folded over. So what happens is we receive the fabric in, it's nicely folded, it's all put away in bags, and they keep their fabrics really beautifully oftentimes. But when we unfold it and we see that there's a chunk missing like this, we have to cut that off. And you might be asking yourself, why do you need to cut it off? It's perfectly good fabric. Well, we sell by the yard. If you've been to the store, you know we sell by the yard. We do sell pieces, right? We'll sell 3/4 of a yard, we'll sell a half yard, a quarter yard, da 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 da. But it's hard to sell it with a hole in it, right? I can't sell it as a yard because it's not a full yard, right? So what we will do is, and let me move this out of the way so I don't cut it. We will take it and we will cut this off as close to the damaged edge as possible, just like that, just like that. And we'll cut it off. And you're saying, Jacinda, that's a perfectly good piece of fabric. Why'd you cut it off? This goes to the scrap bin. That's where this goes. So this whole piece, which is kind of like a half, kind of a fat, not quite a fat quarter, fat eighth. We're going to take that, and that goes to the scrap bin. This will go to probably a scrap bag, and we'll have to separate that. And now this becomes, what, 5/8 of a yard that will fold down to a half yard here and fold it and put it out on the shelf. And that's what we have to do to every piece of fabric that comes in the door. Every piece of fabric that comes in the door, we have to inspect it, see whether or not it's a true yard or a true full piece of yardage that can be put out on the floor immediately. Sometimes we get lucky, sometimes we don't. So that's just, it's kind of the nature of the game. And we know that crafters are the type of people that we keep every little piece, we keep everything, right? Here's another really good example. So this piece, while it's super long, right? Um, and here's the selvage, right? I'm going to show you here. That's your selvage side, right? But it's 2 yards of half of the fabric. So it's two, right? I don't have the width of fabric. So unfortunately, this is going to have to be put into the scrap bin, which is great for those of you who shop scraps because now you get a huge piece of scrap. But I can't sell it as a yard. So we will fold that and we'll put it in this pile for scraps. So we did get in quite a bit of this style of fabric with the small print on it. Know if you realize that, but today is Day of Crochet. So this morning we had the opportunity to meet up with the other hosts and our illustrious leader, Dee from D Plus Designs out of Maryland. And she has been running Day of Crochet for 6 years now. I'm really excited about the work that she's doing uh, in terms of making sure that we are not forgetting those who need support the most, right? So, Day of Crochet is an annual campaign to warm the homeless, where we make hats and scarves and we donate them to our local shelter. So, there are locations up and down the eastern seaboard and we all get together through the holiday season to start making hats and scarves. And then we locally donate the donations that come in the door here. Sorry, I'm tripping over my words, we donate locally to the community shelter of Union County. So we did get in some hats this year, and we're going to be passing those on to those who need them the most. And we had our annual celebration earlier today, which was a lot of fun, lots of games, great projects, and wonderful people. The crochet community is awesome, and I can't wait to see what we do for 2025. We've already put some of this out on the floor, but I mean, look how stunning. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. These are dyed, these are through an indie dyer, and one of our clients brought in some leftover from some projects she was working on. So these are going to be available in the store. These colors are super delicious. This is one of my favorite colors that came in. I am a fall girl, so I mean, I love the fall colors. I love that. I like this kind of tangerine in there too. I might, bust out a hat with that. And oh, there's two of them in here. Is that the same? Oh, there's two of them. That's so cute. And then this, ooh, check that out. Has a little lavender mixed in there, lavender and gold. So pretty, so pretty. I hope you can still see on the camera. I'm going to tilt the camera a little bit. There we go. So, and then we got some blues, a stunning yellow, and some greens. So lots and lots and lots of fun colors. Feeling like spring, y'all. Feeling like spring and summer. This like gives me such lemon vibes. So much fun. Okay, so these are going to be made available probably sometime next week. Like I said, we've been kind of inundated with donations and coordinating and decorating and all of that stuff. So these will get marked, measured, and out on the floor. Well, maybe not measured. We'll just get them out on the floor.